Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Dolphins going up against the Colts. With that, let's get you up to Lucas Oil Stadium. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, and Lucas Oil Stadium. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. On first down, it's long. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
On second down, here's Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
From the 50, it's Long. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Colts a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see it out of a punch, though.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Shift together here from the D-line. The throw on 2nd down is Long. He's got time. Incomplete. There's some flash on this offense and certainly some flash with Dorsett.
A flyer out of the University of Miami. Speed is his game, but he's added excellent moves and good hands.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Throwing on 3rd down. Love. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rap.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shreds the tackle. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
This has been an excellent drive to start the... game off. Move the ball downfield well. Now they're set up at 1st and goal after that last really nice run. Exactly how a coach would draw things up. This is how you want to start a game, and that's all they've preached all week long about how they wanted to come out of the gate.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And here we go on 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Out of the gun. Luck. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Their big tight end. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed of the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's three levels: defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the third level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Jones. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Side, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The play clock's running down. Throwing Jones. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. So 2nd and goal here from the 9. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Let's go! They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Colts getting ready to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. After the interception, it's Long. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to his...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. From the gun, here's Locke. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
From the gun on third down, Locke forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
12 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for an Indianapolis first down. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And his kick is indeed good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is incomplete. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Ohio! Here we go! Flex round! Here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 46 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Here we go! What? Flex round! Here we go!
Throwing, Jones. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Here we go!
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That was a terrific job by the defense, stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense, because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Jones keeping it on the sneak. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. On 2nd and 10, Locke. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 11. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As Rock can say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. A strong running. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back here to the 33-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
They come out here in the eye. Luck going to keep it on the sneak. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, throw it forward, pick up the few inches you need for a 1st down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a 1st down and start a new set.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Second and 10, Luck again. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now here come the Dolphins. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, total didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 5 yards to go. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He got 29 yards that time. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does, so a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Second down following the incompletion. Now they'll run it on the toss. They called out a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
So, Brandon, this is just basic football right here, because we're getting right down to a toss sweep. So for the offense, you're often pulling linemen to get out ahead of your blocker. And if you're the defensive guys, either you meet them with force or you get up underneath them with speed in order to try and finish off the play.
Third and long, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's go, Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
Play clock winding down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Surveying the field. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And the Colts coming out now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Over the middle, Dorsett. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 94 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give them 11 on the game there, and the Colts are going to have a first.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
First and 10, Lock. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 4th. Yard line, that's where the return stops. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come out here in the eye. And they go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a large yardage possibility?
Throwing Jones, rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty.
Let's go! 1, 9.
So now it's 1st and goal, and they'll run it here. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Let's go! 38! Flex right! Flex right! Ohio!
Now Jones steps away to his left. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And oh, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Well, now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Strong right! Strong right! Strong right!
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go!
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Back to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Looked like he had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard. I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
All right, here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And there they went crossing route against his own defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the pass.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. In the National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Miami, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.